Well, good evening folks. What a glorious day it's been. I've just finished work, so I popped over. I'm going to plant some beans up today because it's not too late, especially in this weather. As you know, or as some of you may know, my beans that I planted in the greenhouse a couple of months ago grew. I planted them out and they just died off. So, like I say, I'm going to plant some more. So I thought I'd make this little video here while I'm getting on, not getting on in age, getting on with me jobs. I thought I'd make a little video about recycling and all that kind of thing. Now, I know years ago I showed people the old toilet roll trick for planting up. I'm going to plant these beans in 5 different types of recycled pots, because you know that plastic is not good anymore. So I'll go through them. Now the first one, the toilet roll tube. Beans like to have a deep root, so it's good to have like something a little deep, you know. But what I've found with toilet roll tubes over the past couple of years, they must make it out of something different now, because after a while I've noticed the toilet roll tubes get like a white mold stuff on them, which doesn't look very good. So I stopped using them. But there is another sort of way you can do this. I haven't got any newspaper, so a sheet of paper, and I still like to use these because, like I say, the beans like to have like a deep root system. So that's pretty deep there. So you roll the paper around, get a bit of string. Here's one I prepared earlier. You get a bit of string, tie it round while you've still got the toilet roll tube in, and make a scroll. And there's another pot, recycled pot. Now here's a little tip for you if you do use these, if you do either the toilet roll tubes or the paper rolled up, it gets a bit tricky. The best way to do it is get a plant pot and stick about 6 or 7 into the plant pot. Same with them, and then they'll stand up straight. But I've noticed it's quite tricky. So it's a quite easy method. You just get a sheet of paper, fold it in there, and fill it up like that. Sorted. So that's the toilet roll tube and the paper. Now a few years ago as well, I did try a beer can. So I cut the top off the beer can, I folded it over so it's not a sharp point, like no sharp edges. It's got a hole in the bottom there for drainage already, and that's quite deep. Now my thinking with this was it's aluminium, which will heat up. I mean, it's a bit too warm for it to heat up. In the greenhouse it'll scorch your plants, but I'm going to try it anyway. The good old beer can. And since I've been collecting tin cans to make tin can mans, I have another idea. The trusty old tin can. I've put some holes in the bottom there for drainage, and good thing with them is you'll be able to use them for years. I think it might be a good idea to get rid of the actual lip from the top, because the soil might get stuck in there. But it's just for experimental purposes. Just a little idea I had when I was sitting eating me beans. Right, and the most interesting one, and I've just found this out. Well, I didn't find it out, I just did it the other day. I was watching YouTube. I had glass bottles. I've got a load of glass bottles, and I was thinking, what could I use glass bottles for? And then I thought, well, I wonder how easy it is to cut the bottles. So I went on YouTube, typed it in, how to cut a glass bottle, and I tell you what, it's surprising how easy it is. Here's one I prepared earlier. Whoops, not that one. There's what I prepared earlier. It's easy to do. There's loads of videos, but basically you either get a glass cutter or a bottle cutter would be ideal, but whoops. Oh well folks, there goes me little funnel. What I was going to suggest with the top bit, I'll carry on with what I was saying first. There you go folks, no editing here. The bottle cutter, all you do, get a glass cutter, cut it score line round whereabouts you want to cut, and then you boil the kettle, pour boiling hot water over the cut, and then stick it in cold water straight away. And you keep doing that, and eventually it's like one of them moments when something happens and it's like, way, that's amazing. And it is quite amazing the way it just breaks off. So anyway, I've sandpapered it smooth there. Here's me idea. The top of it there, or you could use that. You know how in the greenhouse it's good to stick bottles down into the soil, like a funnel to get the water into the ground? Well, there you go. They'll last for years them, unless you drop them on the floor like. But going back to my original idea, that should make the ideal plant pot. Hopefully. Fill it with soil. This is Humax compost, by the way. I managed to get some more. And then I was thinking, well, that's going to fall over. But then I thought, well, why not just stick it in there? Put your water in the bottom. Sorted. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ideas for recycling pots. I'll get on and put these beans into them, and I'll show you after I've done that. I'll crack on. See you in a bit. Right folks, as you can see, here are my 5 experimental recycled pots made from things you would just chuck away. Get in! Everything for free! Get in! Right, so here we have 2 massive wood pigeons landing on my greenhouse. You better keep off me veg. Yeah, go on, scat. Stop eating stuff. Right, sorry about that folks. As I was saying, I've got 1 bean in the toilet roll tube. I've just put it in that tin can there to keep it upright. Like I say, you're better off, if you are going to use them, to put about 6, as many as you can fit into a pot. I've only got the 1 to hand, so they'll go in there. And as you can see, that is the paper rolled up. I think it would be better as well just to wrap the paper around the toilet roll a few times, because it's getting a little bit soggy already. There's the beer can, the tin can. What's them bloody pigeons doing? And the bottle. So, let's see which one of these will work. I'll do a little experiment, see which one grows and which one doesn't, see which one grows the quickest and all that. So there you go folks. I hope you found this little video interesting, or it give you a little bit of hints and tips and all of that. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching folks. Thanks for commenting, liking and subscribing and all that kind of thing. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell. Thanks now. Bye. See you later.